Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yes, episode 56. We in the building. This is the first podcast of the year. 2022. You already know what it is. I'm the host with the most, B Brezzy, aka Poppy Sazon.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing?
Security!
Yeah. Oh, damn, we had a mass house here, Joe, now.
I had to make myself feel better.
All right. You already know what it is. The first part of the year. I hope everyone enjoyed the 2 special episodes that we released. You know, I hope y'all going crazy and seeing the highlights of 2021, but it's 2022. We in the building. You already know. Before we get started, please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you have any branded deals, business opportunity, email us at thismightnotgo@gmail.com. All right. You know what it is. New year, same pod. Tell me, bro, weekly check-ins. How you feeling, Brody?
Like shit. I'm still getting over the Rona.
Oh man, I wasn't gonna mention it because you know a lot of people be like, "Oh, y'all didn't have a pod." What's today's date? The 13th, and we didn't have a new episode. The cat's out the bag. Our beloved co-host Slick Grayson is a Rona carrier.
Fuck you. First of all, I'm not carrying anymore. I don't have. It's past 10 days. This shit whooped my ass. Like I lost 12 pounds. I couldn't talk for like 4 days. I've probably only had 4 meals since the new year started. This shit's not fun. My energy is going. Y'all gonna hear it. Like this is B episode. I normally say that off the mic, but this is B episode. He gonna hold it down today. I'm here though. We couldn't go 3 weeks without an episode, so you know we gonna drop this for y'all. But I'm alright.
Wait. Are you saying catching the Rona is a new diet plan?
Fuck you. Fuck you. It was inadvertent. I'm a skinny nigga, so it's like it was not. I can't afford to lose 13 pounds. Other niggas on this podcast can afford to lose 13 pounds. I'm not one.
No chubby nigga season is here, though. You already know.
Winter time is over, nigga. What are you talking about?
Winter don't end until February. We still lit. It's cold in New York. You know New York City weather. Cold weather don't end until probably the first week of April.
That is true, but shit. I ain't seen no skinny nigga memes after Christmas. Bitches was trying to get their back rubbed and blown out while the holidays was going on. You know, Valentine's Day they need options. They can't just have one. Sorry, ladies, I put y'all business out there. I ain't mean to call y'all bitches. Right. Either. It's just they're blaming on the Rona, whatever I say that's out of pocket. How you feeling?
Everything
good.
Blame it on the Rona. Matter of fact, name of the episode. Blame it on the Rona. We're not going to sit here and if we we have to do our disclaimer for the toxic segment. If we say all women or we might generalize, just blame it on the Rona.
That's a fact. A nigga still sweating. Still, I got a headache now. Fuck it. But yeah, we here. How you feeling though? It's good.
Oh man, I didn't have the Rona, but I had some body injury. Like I was in a boot for a week with my damn ankle, my body breaking down on me. I had like a joint diffusion, so I was already out of the case, So I'm back now. I'd be able to walk now. Got a slight limp, but I'm okay. And then other than that, my New Year's resolution went to shits. It's not. I didn't even make it to half. I didn't even make it to the half of the month yet, and my New Year's resolution went to shits. But I'm gonna try to get on there. I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I'm trying to hold myself more accountable this year. Big milestone this year. So yeah.
What was your resolution, you old nigga?
I ain't gonna say that because now niggas in public gonna try to hold me to it. Don't do that.
But that's important. That's important. If you try to do something major, make a change, you gotta have random people hold you accountable. You gonna be mad like, who the fuck is you talking to? But it's who I want to hold us accountable for our New Year's resolution. Our damn Patreons. If you go subscribe to our Patreon, then I'll tell you my New Year's resolution, and you can personally keep me accountable. Fair enough. I guess that was a good marketing strategy. Good job.
You feel me? Merch is still available, and get ready. We're dropping our season 2 for Valentine's Day, so be on the lookout for that.
It's true.
But
It's true.
Let's get this. Speaking of the Rona, and you being a Rona baby,
I can't even argue.
Omarion, Omarion is wilding out here. It's like everybody touch, everybody catching it. Right now, I have heard most of the corona cases in America, over 90% of the corona cases, is the Omicron variant. That shit's spreading like wildfire, bro.
You're telling me.
Oh yeah, I don't need to tell you. You part of that 90 percentile over
I'm
here.
definitely in the 90 percentile. And I got whoever said this was a mild sickness. Oh, suck my dick. Please suck my dick. 100% suck my dick, just cause.
And them shit's dropping like Jordan releases now, because now you got the flu Rona, which is a mixture of coronavirus and the flu.
Keep that shit away from me.
And then now, your favorite Omicron is partnering up with Delta, and now it's the Delta variant.
I heard that was a lot. I heard that was like they think that was just niggas didn't clean their test tubes or they petri dishes or something. Because let me tell you, because I don't know what the rules now. The rule they said like, oh, you get this, you good for 3 months, right? But I'm like, what if it's another variant come out? Am I still good? Because niggas that had the first one got the second one apparently, and I'm just like sitting here scared as fuck. I'm like, ooh, bitch, why you coughing? Move. What are you doing?
Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know we gonna get the booster every quarter? That's the plan. Now, as a person who's getting over Rona, are you glad for the booster or for the vaccine? Kind of saved you there, buddy?
I don't know, because obviously they saying that the symptoms I had was not consistent with the OG Rona, so I don't know. I survived the OG Rona just to get the new shit, and that shit whooped my monkey ass. Like legit, like when I say it whooped my ass, like it snuck me. I went from watching I was watching some show. I was watching Love Life on HBO. I went from watching that shit chilling to then I had the chills, I had the shivers, nigga. I was out here just Harlem shaking and shit. And then the next morning, I had to go getting a COVID test while you have that shit is the most annoying shit ever. Cause you don't know what you have. That's the one thing. Like niggas, they give you a list of symptoms that sound like every other regular ass symptom and sickness, right? I went to the hospital. When I tell you the hospital looked like a camp out for Air Jordan 11s back in 2009. I was like, oh fuck y'all. Then I went to like one of these churches, nigga, they had the van outside, and I tell you, I looked at that line, I was like, I'm not even from this hood. I'm not even doing this to myself. I had to freaking go to Allen Cathedral. So shout out to them. They actually had the spit test, pause. But that was like, why we not doing the spit test? 100%. It's quick, it's efficient. Nobody has to dig up your nose. It took about 2 days to come back to me. But that was my first spit test. I was positive. I don't know if it's because I felt like shit, but I'm just saying, like, the spit test seems so much more accurate. Because let's be real, there's no consistency from nurse to nurse about how far they go up your nose to get the test. I've had nurses they really scratch under, like they literally just scratch my mustache and then put that shit in the tube. I'm like, you didn't do nothing. Versus the spit test, it was like, all right, give me like 2 ounces, and then put it in the thing. They don't even do nothing. They literally just scan this box. Like, I'm an advocate. If you need to get a coronavirus test, and there's a Mount Sinai. If you're in New York, if it's a Mount Sinai site, they're most likely doing the spit test. Do the spit test. The whole at-home kits. I took 2 at-home tests. They said negative. I'm like, y'all lying, because I feel like shit. I was about to go back to work and fuck all them kids up. Like, I'm sorry, I got the Rona. But boy.
Oh, and the rapid test is bullshit. If you feeling any symptoms, do not get the rapid test. The rapid test ain't really accurate. Make sure you get the PCR, because the rapid test I've seen a lot of people who said, yeah, I tested negative twice, but the PCR came out positive. I'm just like, bro. But speaking on the nurses and stuff passing the nostrils, all right, some of them don't, but some of them be reaching for your brain, bro. Oh my God. I remember he made sure he had blood on the on the stuff on the swab, because he was mad deep in my nose, and I was just like, God damn. But I'm happy about the take home. So you tell me the take home shit, because I got it on me right now. You tell me the take home shit not valid?
They're not accurate.
And I'm just like, niggas could lie too, because if I did have the Rona, but I didn't have no symptoms and I didn't want to miss work,
you don't have to.
I could fake get someone else to do it and still come back.
Not even that, bro. Like some of them are missing, like they don't have the adequate amount of fluid in the solution that tests that, you know, gives the result. So it's always gonna give you a false negative. Some of them will give you false positive. Like I said, I was full blown sick and I took that shit and my shit said negative. And I was like, ooh, you motherfuckers is lying. And I have like 3 different brands of rapid tests just on some like just connects through the city. And I'm just like, yo, this shit is dumb. Then you can't find them in stores now. You can order them through Amazon. City jobs are giving out rapid tests, but again, they're unreliable. And like we was talking offline about this, and this shit that really, really like shook me. When they sent people back into schools and into work last year, the rule was that if you had over a 3% positivity rate, they shutting your job down. The current city rating is about 32%. Nothing is shut down.
Sheesh.
Is recommendations about people not being in places. I know for schools, it's like, yo, 33% of your school population is not infected. You're not getting shut down. So imagine these big 5,000 kid schools. That shit is wild. You really just saying, fuck it. Like, and we gonna talk about Eric Adams, but like the whole mindset, we have to just live with COVID. Yeah, but not during a surge. How the fuck does that make sense? When you're telling me we're vaccinated, we got a whole new level of this shit coming out. And yeah, the jokes is funny, but till you get this shit, like I wasn't one of those people that just was, I'm good. Like I thought I was going to die. I'm going to be completely transparent. I thought I was over. Like between Monday and Wednesday, Thursday, I thought it was over. Like I had talks to God. I was planning on making a video. Like
I know I was calling you. I couldn't talk.
I would cough, and it's like I couldn't freaking grab. Like I couldn't catch it. I couldn't be like, yo. All right, I can't take a deep breath and try to clear my throat and pause. Like none of that. It was just like, oh shit, I'm coughing. I got the sore throat, the phlegm. Like couldn't eat. Like yo, it was miserable. And I'm like, that's with the vaccine. And they said a booster gets you sick again. I'm like, I'm mentally not prepared to go do that again.
You know me, I'm Booster Poppy. You know me up. You know the last episode boosts me up.
Yeah, nah.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, nah. I'm
especially because especially now, I feel like social media is back to when it first came out. Remember March 2020, everybody was testing positive, and you heard about it online. I feel like it's the same thing now. Every time I'm on my Instagram stories, I'm seeing a new person I know that got COVID. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, nah, but
this shit's spreading.
This shit so contagious. Like that's the scary part. Like I said, I was in my crib, was not doing nothing out of the normal, and I got jumped. That shit mollywopped my monkey ass. Like I said, I was just like the new year.
You see that video from that Gang Life? Yo, get up! One of the niggas was jumping that one nigga into the gang.
That's how I felt. My body was like, get up! You gotta go to work. And my COVID said, sit your stupid ass down, nigga. I'm here. I'm daddy now. Wait a minute.
Do we got a slap? Do we got a smack sound effect or something?
I don't think I got the smack shit on here. Nah.
Nigga was just mollywopping pop. I'm glad you're feeling better, brother.
Yeah, the after effects of this shit, nigga. Oh my God. When I say energy is like, yo, I have energy for like 2 hours. You know how I work. Once them kids start talking,
you're a soldier for doing a pod though. You feel me? So
I'm here.
Spamming the comments. You know, salute to Slick for being a soldier while I bring you an episode. We could have waited until the end of the month or the beginning of the next month to bring you one.
Yeah, nah. That's how niggas stop signing up for shit. I'm here. But, no. Yeah.
All right, so you know, speaking of bad news or just like news that we, you know, since our last official episode, a couple people have passed away. Betty White, man,
R.I.P.
99 years old.
That's one of the sweetest old white ladies ever in media television history. And she seemed like a real person outside of just being on camera. From her behind the scenes work and her interview, like it seemed like she genuinely gave a fuck. She was, you know, working with black co-stars when it wasn't cool. She hosted SNL and brought out black artists. Like, you know, she was always an advocate. She was in black sitcoms. Like, we saw Betty White. We knew that she gave a fuck. So shout out, you know, honestly, she was almost 100 too. That's the crazy part. She had
and I remember in social media before, like a year or two ago, we was rooting to make sure she get to 100. So I was like, yo, God is really funny. It's not funny, but in a way, it's kind of.
It's like ironic.
It's like, yeah, because we was always on social media like, yeah, we praying for Betty White. I remember Brady White was just trending one day out of the blue. I thought she passed away at that time, but it was just like people was giving her glory and making sure like she's still alive. She's one of the last real OGs and making sure she hits 100. And just like 2 weeks before her 100th birthday, she passed away. But then more news came out like, 6 days before her death, she had a couple strokes. Yeah. So she was already going through it already.
That's a fact. So no, she's at peace. I know we love to see her make 100, but I hope that she's just keeping that energy wherever she's at in the next life. And again, condolences. But then we also lost Bob Saget, one of America's dads.
Come on, Danny Tanner.
Danny Tanner, man, that was crazy too because he was 65. He had literally just did a show and like posted, and like 19 hours later he was gone. He
was ready. He was ready to do his tour. Everybody was ready to come back. He had such a great positive energy about his tour, his comedic tour. He said he fell in love with comedy again. For him just to pass away the way he had is crazy. And I know a lot of people don't be jacking Full House like that because I saw a debate, Full House or Family Matters. I'm jacking Family Matters. I love Full House. Don't get me wrong. I fuck with Full House, but Family Matters, I got to. You feel me? But I definitely love Full House. He was definitely, and then also knowing Bob Saget, if you actually know him, he was a completely different person than his character on Full House.
That's
he was with them drugs and all that good stuff, but he was actually a pretty funny dude with great energy. So, RIP to that individual.
I gotta see. Can I find a clip of Bob Saget in Half Baked? Hold on, let me see if I can find that real quick.
Oh, with the Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, that shit. Boy, hold on. I gotta see if I can find it. But not. Here it go. I go play for me. Come on, play for me. Let's get it. Oh, here.
Drug. I used to suck dick for coke. I seen him. Now that's an addiction, man. You ever suck some dick for marijuana? Huh? No, I can't say I have. I didn't think so. Boo this man!
Boo this man.
R.I.P. Bob Saget. And we also lost a prominent Black actor, one of the first black male actor to win an Oscar, Sidney Poitier.
Mr. Poitier, man. That was like black regalness, black regality. Like Sidney Poitier, without Sidney Poitier, there's no Denzel. There's a lot of our favorite actors would not know how to carry themselves. Forrest Whitaker. Like it's a lot of famous black, even this generation, like they probably might not represent because they grew up on Denzel, but then you don't get Denzel, you don't get Morgan Freeman, you don't get Samuel L. Jackson without Sidney Poitier, and he was an actor's actor. Like he stood up in a time where they was not trying to give a black man a cent, and he forced white people to respect his greatness. He even through interviews, through movies, like this man was a powerhouse. And even watching his interviews at his older age, you saw the respect that he commanded from those around him. So once again, R.I.P. to Mr. Poitier, a black legend.
Yeah. He was in one of my favorite films, A Raisin in the Sun, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. And also, just speaking as a Caribbean person, him being from the Bahamas, that was just a great thing for him to come over here and do what he had to do. I'm more props to him.
That's a fact. 100% fact. Damn these eggs. Like he could say anything in them old movies. You just like, damn, I ain't never wanted to say damn these eggs. Listen, like this harsh in my life. But he was an actor's actor, and another person that will be sorely missed.
Now I'm from Brooklyn, Slick. One of my favorite Biggie songs is Juicy. Mm-hmm. It was all a dream. I used to read up Maxine, Salt and Pepper and Heavy D, never in the limousine. Now, if you know the sample behind the Biggie song, it was from the notable hit and then the percussionist and the singer-songwriter James. I'm gonna pronounce his name wrong.
We know.
Mtume has passed away at the age of 76.
Damn,
man, he's such a legendary artist. He has a lot of, and the thing about it is, not a lot of young people might know him, but if they know some of the samples in their favorite hip hop songs now, a lot of it is a tribute to his work. So RIP to him too.
Oh shit, let's do it. You know how we get down.
You know she want me to spank it. Bad little bitch, not basic. Give me my time, you better not waste it. We catch her at no way.
I should have waited till next week to come back. Obviously, I see that. Obviously.
Well, yeah. Shout out to Mary J. Blige, though. All right, so you already know what it is. If you're new to this episode, if you find this, I'm not new to the episode, new to the podcast. We usually get that heavy stuff out the way, and then we get into some bullshit later on. So let's get into the heavy set news, man. Eric Adams has been officially sworn in as the mayor of New York City as the start of 2022. And he's been out and about with a lot of new initiatives. Yeah, I know you want to go here. If you listen to the theme song, here's Slick Grayson with the slick talk.
Oh man, I'm gonna keep it short.
Go on, Slick. You get a gunshot for your slick talk.
How you be political and shoot gun? I guess that's the white people.
I'm on now. Guns and butter.
Guns and butter. Eric Adams is this is his 13th day as mayor of New York. First and foremost, I do want to send condolences to those affected by that Bronx fire. I think that his response, he started a fund for them. I think his response for that has been kind of on key. But a lot of his
so wait, before you get started, please, they don't need no more item donation, any monetary donation. So please go to any funds such as let me actually get this. The New York Sigmas and New York Zetas are having it. Thank you for reminding me, my good sir.
I try.
Please donate that because a lot of people have been sending them a lot of items. And they don't really need items no more. They need actually money to stay at hotels and everything. They need monetary donation to purchase necessities. So you can send donations to Cash App at $MD Sigmas or Cornell Zetas and send them that, and it will be sent out to those families so they can have a home to sleep at.
Absolutely.
But continue though.
Absolutely. So that's probably my first and foremost. I think his response to that, he's been trying to make sure that they set up the fund for the families affected and whatnot. But yeah, it's his first 13 days on the job. He's already come under fire for hiring his brother as one of his deputy commissioners from the police department. He's bringing back plainclothes units. He's bringing back stop and frisk. He's alienated a primary part of the middle class work base by calling people that work in like restaurants and such low skill workers.
Play the clip.
You gonna really make me play this guy.
It's on Twitter. I
just feel like my man's is really out here and he's saying things like you gotta beat COVID with swag and whatnot. I'm like, bro, swag has never cured an ailment. Like, I'm gonna just play the clip of what he said about low skilled workers. Here I go.
If my businesses are sharing with their employees, you are part of the ecosystem of this city. My low-skilled workers, my cooks, my dishwashers, my messengers, my shoe shine people, those who work in Dunkin' Donuts, they don't have the academic skills to sit in a corner office. They need this. We are in this together, and we should be saying to our
what? What? It's a lot of let's
big bugging.
Let's be honest. There's a lot of low-skilled workers in those corner offices because they know their daddies know who run the company or their daddies own the company. Let's already get that out the paint. The thing about the ecosystem is that you need feeders. Like, come on, bro. Your optics is looking bad. I know you a black man. I'm happy you won. I mean, you wasn't really running against nobody, but I feel like, your resistance to just doing what's best for people is really shining through. And I'm rooting for you to get it right. I know this is a stressful situation. COVID, the New York economy, you trying to get off on the right foot. You already had people that doubted you because they feel like you didn't live in the city. Your past history as a cop, you feel like that's coming into play possibly with your identity. I get it. But you have to do what's best. Excuse me. COVID, sorry. You have to do what's best for people and not, your stakeholders, if that makes sense. Like, I get it. People don't want to shut down the government, the businesses. You're trying to get the economy stimulated. You can't stimulate the economy when people are too sick to go to work. You can't stimulate the economy when parents are making the humane choice to keep their kids home for a little while because they're scared that they were out of school for 2 weeks. We're in the middle of a surge. People were around people who had the virus, and now everyone is overexposed. You can't vilify them. You want things to go back to normal, but we're not living in a normal time. And that's the scariest part. one thing that I remember would have happened when he was elected, a lot of people said, because, oh, this is the worst. You got a black man in power who's trying to make a name for himself. Again, I know people who know him personally. I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but there's times to be a politician and there's times to be a person that has the interest of your fellow people at heart. Money comes and goes. I told you I had this shit. I thought it was a wrap. I can imagine elderly people that work in schools or rely on their hourly income who can't go to work, you know, but they also know if they go to work, they're risking their lives. Like, you have to course balance that. But when the leadership is telling you, fuck it, yeah, offices aren't safe, but we'll send kids into school. Yeah, offices aren't safe, but we want people to be in restaurants. We want all of this, right? We want things to be normal, but we're not acclimating to the situation. What else can we do? You feel me? So, Mr. Adams, this is my appeal to you. I'm like, I literally just read an article like before we started where he's starting to become less resistant to the idea of, you know, remote schooling and things like that. I'm like, well, now isn't the time to go remote because everybody's sick already. According to the CDC, which changes their rules every week. You know, once you get it, you good for 3 months. I could be outside next week wilding the fuck out. I'm gonna be all right. You feel me? When it was time for action, you didn't respond to the call. You were so worried about your plainclothes officers and stop and frisk. And I'm like, again, that does nothing but disenfranchise a lot of your quote unquote lower skilled workers or your people that don't have the academic know-how to be in a corner office. Little secret, there's no such thing as academic knowledge to be in a corner office. You're either good at your job or you're not, or you know somebody or you don't. This is no proof when you put your brother in a position that I don't know if he was necessarily qualified for. Again, I don't know. I think his last job, he was a head parking attendant. Not trying to throw shade. I'm like, damn. If he was a cop years ago, now he's a lead parking attendant. That is a big jump, going from $40,000 to a $280,000 a year job. And that's not. You said it's for your security. I get it. I love you, B, but I don't think I can give you a $280,000 job.
You want to trust me as mayor?
I trust you.
I had the whole city scared.
I'm just saying, as a black man, you're gonna be looked at 10 times over. And it's that you talking about money you just gave for somebody. That's $280,000 that could have been going out to other jobs. You know, help to put it back into the economy, stimulate that thing. But like I said, I'm not trying to rant too long. But Eric Adams, we are watching. I realize you're realizing the optics. Well, you in there regardless. I get it, nigga. It's my job, but they can't get rid of me. But yo, let's start really taking the needs of people in the immediate future. Let's make that the primary objective, and then we can recover for businesses. Because doing all this shit for money and capitalism wise, America's going to shit in the first place. Would you rather be a cog in that? Would you rather be one of those beacons of light, creating an example for what cities and states should be doing, so that when we come through this pandemic and it becomes nothing more than a common cold, we can accurately assess the damages, as opposed to, you know, adding to them by forcing forcing square holes into round pegs. Doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's my piece.
That was our slick talk. I like that. I like that. Now,
not speaking down on him. I just want to make it clear. I'm not speaking down on him, but it's like as we get older, we realize how the world works. We realize money makes the world go round, but we also realize when you're putting money ahead of people, that's bullshit. That's what shit is scary.
I definitely agree with you. And I just want to put a PSA for all the young niggas out here with your gang banging shit on social media, flashing guns, flashing money,
drugs,
asking if you got Wells or Chase, TD, Citibank. You putting that on your social media, they are in full route for everybody. Eric Adams is out for y'all, and telling you right now, it's green light for all y'all. So recently, 17 alleged gang members was charged in a sweeping indictment in Brooklyn.
Oh, they got them niggas out.
Charging 118 counts indictment. So a couple of the indictments was 4 murders, just wounding, like just a whole bunch of other felonies, and they're just sweeping everybody up. Now you seen what happened to K Flock. They're gonna try to make an example out of him. Even though I saw the video now, and I'm just like, if it was K Flock, because it's allegedly, you know, I'm supporting it because, you know, he was with someone young and somebody ran up on him, but that's neither here nor there. But be careful, especially you drill artists. Now you could put that whole the prop the disclaimer in your video, all these weapons in the video is prop, and you showing off the Stacys and the Britneys and the Kellys. That's what they're nicknaming their guns now. They watching. The hip hop police is on y'all. Yo, tighten up, young niggas. Tighten up. They on you guys. Y'all want to sit here and gangbang and go on social media and showcase that lifestyle? Don't be Slick. Don't be surprised if you see more massive sweeping gang indictments in the future.
I'm never surprised when they come after the young gangbangers. And again, comes to access. All you know is how to get it. That's all you see, especially in some of these low-income areas. But we're not peddling education. We're not pushing skills. What we doing? We over here shaming niggas for working at being low-skilled workers, quote-unquote. Right? We're not giving we not funding the public schools. What happens? They just open up new charter schools. They just add, these schools that have plenty of a lot of public and private funding. They trying to get kids in there. But what about the kids that's in the public schools? All they surrounded by is gang violence. And let's again, I'm sorry to go back to this, but the government is treating schools like babysitting services. It ain't about the education. They can they care less. They could say, the kids need to be in school. Kids need to be at school because they want parents at work. But what if you're not doing nothing to help these kids learn other alternative avenues? They're not learning shit they care about. They're not interacting. They're not seeing people that look like them that they think are cool in their schools. What they see the kids that's been held back a couple of times. They in the street shit. They fighting. They getting it popping. They see people getting money. Oh, how you get that? Oh yeah, I'm out here. Me and my crew. You feel me? I said it real old when I said crew. I know that. I'm sorry, COVID. But but that's literally what it is. I remember being in school and seeing the niggas that all the girls like. They was in gangs flagging. Was it LF, LB? I don't know if they still things in the hood and Cool Jeans no more. But now it's like you look up. I remember when it was just Bloods and Crips, and now it's like the Bloods and the Crips is together, and these different sets.
And then there's Gangster Disciples now.
Yeah, it's just like it's like the cool when Kanye started claiming GD. I was
Dominican gangs. Yeah, I mean, like, the gang culture is too confusing for my old ass now.
100%, but it's there, and it's like, I want to be accepted. I want a chance to make money. This is what all my favorite people are doing. Fuck it, and it's scary because now. They about, like I said, plainclothes officers stopping first, checking your socials.
I'm on that. Do you blame these kids with all the materialistic things that is promoted now? These kids rather have a Mary Jeans than an education. They rather have a Montclair jacket. They online beefing who has real drip, who has real Balenciaga sneakers. They beefing over who stuff is fake and whatnot instead of actual education. Bro, it's a sad thing, and I just hope y'all young dudes tighten up right now because they're going to make an example. And you know what? This might not go well. First one of the year. At least for a certain percentage, I never want to see my black brothers and minority people in jail because jail is not a great thing to wish on, especially on Rikers, even though they're trying to shut Rikers down, but it's not going down as fast. But you little niggas been wilding though. It's like you could agree with me on that. Absolutely. Little niggas been wilding. Like, y'all have no type of respect. Even though no type of etiquette with the street life. Even though we don't condone street life stuff, but growing up, I had real OGs, who never let me participate, but they always taught me what street life entails. And a lot of y'all young niggas are doing shit for clout and don't have no type of etiquette when y'all performing y'all things. No code. And y'all make the blots hot.
There's no code. There's no, we not shooting their schools. We're not shooting up where families is. We not going their parks. It's like, fuck it. They're going my op. I got to get them. And it's like, it's never that dire.
And it's never that. Because a lot of people, there's been a lot of cases of innocent bystanders getting hit by a stray bullet. Y'all seen here going to the school lot. Y'all just trying to catch anybody anywhere on the public transportation. Y'all robbing, y'all terrorizing y'all communities. Y'all not even, and most of the time, y'all not even running into y'all ops most of the time. Y'all just talking online with them and not even seeing them in person. So y'all been acting up, and now here comes Eric Adams in the city with the belt to humble your asses real quick. So tighten up, youngins. That's what I got to say.
That's a fact. Where we at next with it?
Oh, we talking about Mr. Nasty Man himself, man. And this is so sad, and I'm not going to
completely vilified.
I hope it. Yeah, okay, this sounds bad.
This might not go well.
Pardon me. I'm supporting all the women claims that have been made on this individual, but I also hope it's not true because he's one of my favorite artists, one of my favorite R&B artists. But Trey Songz, bro, what the fuck, bro? What the actual fuck, bro? This been what? Almost every year, there's been a sexual allegation, sexual abuse allegation, sexual harassment allegation, either not even violence against women. It's been almost once a year. You have more, or some years more than one. And now this new claim by Dylan Gonzalez,
the Gonzalez twins, Las Vegas.
Yeah, they could ball too, and they do a good job with their business. Well, she is making a claim that Trey Songz allegedly raped her, but that was after there's been a lot of sexual assault allegations made to him by a lot of women, and then she finally spoke up again and acknowledged that Trey Songz had raped her in a prior behavior. What's your thoughts on the whole Trey Songz situation?
Narcissism, fame, and power is a hell of a drug, mixed with other drugs. I think that again, we don't silence women like, yo, you felt the way. Like, obviously something bad happened. I think that Trey Songz has, like you said, a history that can't be neglected. Even him on camera, like, touching women inappropriately, grinding against women inappropriately. He kind of took that idea of him being a sex symbol, like every woman should feel honored to have him. You kind of see it in some of these videos that popped up because Twitter was on his ass. And at first I was like, damn, Trey. Because you already, this might not go, we already understand. Once an allegation comes up of a physical or sexual assault against a woman, you're pretty much done. Like, it's clipped regardless of the fact. And the fact that there are multiple allegations against it, it's not like it's just one person. Again, but we're not trying to silence any woman, but the fact that there is multiple women saying this over the course of years, even from Keke Palmer, who said he used sexual intimidation against her, right? She was saying this shit for years. It's just like, fuck. Cause I'm a Trey fan. Ready was one of my favorite R&B albums, one of those coming of age albums when I was in high school, thinking about his music, but it's just like, damn, think about his subject matter. What is it always about? It's always about sex for the most part, Those are the songs, he talk about. That's his ambiance. So imagine a woman saying she don't want to have sex with Trey Songz. Could I see him possibly, taking advantage of or being angry at that or, manipulating that situation? Yeah. Because we know niggas who was not as famous as Trey Songz who, in college you heard stories about or, you always knew like girls never said they didn't feel comfortable with something. Talking about that Chris Styles nigga?
Oh yeah, from Duce Palooza.
Yeah, like that's another nigga. He's like, oh, I got clout. You pull up. Like once you pull up, we fucking wait. Whoa, she didn't say yes, my boy. And it sucks because again, as a Trey Songz fan, it's like, fuck, bro. Like, come on, you're Trey Songz. Like you could have you see his stories like, yo, you could have any woman you want. Why the fuck? Why you out here doing this dirty shit? And again, our society is guilty until proven innocent instead of innocent proven guilty. But it's a lot of evidence mounting against this man where it's like, yo, bro, even if you somehow beat the she didn't file criminal charges. She doesn't know what the course of action she's going to take is. But even once this came out, it's like, bro, you're done. You're done. Like it's going to be hard.
But that's off this week. He was charged with in Las Vegas when a 37-year-old who was at a Dre's nightclub said that, he took a bunch of girls in his hotel at the Cosmopolitan and some sexual assault happened there with him and his group.
Yeah, it's a tough story. It's a tough pill to swallow, and I do certainly sympathize with any woman that he's been with that feels this way about him. And I'm hopeful that the truth comes out. But I'm like, in terms of his career, which is unfortunately, I don't want to be a dickhead, but it was already trending downward. He might be done unless these comes out as being complete lies, and they're like I said, all these shits contain some truth to it. So,
yeah, man. I'm not going to sit here and condemn him just yet until more news come out. But I just send my sympathies and prayers, sending healing energy to Dylan Gonzalez and the woman at the Vegas case as well. Even to Keke Palmer, because Keke Palmer been telling us for years. And, there is such a thing about, black women claim when they say, we're not really protecting them. So I also wanted to give a shout out to Keke Palmer and send her healing energy as well.
Big facts.
Now, speaking of not having respect and protecting our Black women. We have to protect our Black women against this podcast. Now, I wanna before we get into this fresh and fit topic, I know we have a couple hot takes on our podcast over the last year, and I want to clarify. We love Black women. We love women, period. And we don't want to come off as
sexist,
misogynistic, or we don't care.
Insensitive.
We know. Yeah, I mean the TSA is just a toxic service announcement where we just have a safe space to talk and everything. And we did have a couple comments, so we did change it up a little bit. We also have to make sure we're mindful of our words by not generalizing all women. And also, I don't think we ever
we were never really disrespectful, in my opinion, but
or we really never target a specific race of women. I don't think so.
I was going to say something, but I realized it was a serious moment. Let's just keep going.
So I just want to give that out, and I hope we don't. If you think we give in the same energy like the Fresh and Fit podcast,
check us early.
Check us off the rip.
Yeah,
because we never want to do that.
Side note.
I always say. What? Oh, wait. I just like to say, as a disclaimer, we are both hetero cisgender males that our only experience is with women. So when we do talk about dating stuff, our opinion come from that point of view. I can't give you a point of view for someone else who is not in the same realm as me. So I just want to put that out there. Go ahead.
And this might not go well, but I mean, if what we saying, if the shoe fits, I mean, can you really be mad?
Okay. The Fresh and Fit podcast has come into. Oh my God!
What?
Blame it on the Rona.
Sorry.
Well, first of all, Fresh and Fit podcast,
but then he's not
was
Black.
originally got under heat off of the mistreatment of Asia Doll. If you don't know Asia Doll is a popular rapper right now. Not popular, but up and coming rapper. She apparently, they had like a little verbal altercation on there, which led to her walking off during a recent interview. Now, while they were sticking up for Asia and applauding her actions of walking off the set, they started doing a deep dive on the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Don't ever be a dickhead when you got content on the internet. They will get your ass, Myron.
They could get sound bites.
Let's get it. Fuck it. I'm here.
Play it.
I ain't gonna lie, just keeping it real. I don't really date Black girls. it's not because like most Black girls are like annoying. How to put this ratchet, and they don't know how to be reserved. You're like the complete opposite.
You are not the stereotype. You are not the stereotype.
You are not the same. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we'll give you that.
That was item 1.
What you saying all about?
That's item 1. All right, item 2.
About the Black dating app called Black.
It's funny. I never used that one, bro. But hey, man.
I mean, hey, bro, if you want to date a bunch of Shaniquas, go for it, man.
LaQuisha.
Yeah. Me and Fresh aren't really down with the brown like that. Man. We ain't night riders.
Nah,
so
bro, I'm good.
Sometimes if they're, red bone, but in general, me and Fresh don't dabble in the dark, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
Okay. So last one, guys.
Wait. Before you play the next clip, what the fuck? Night riders?
Yo, bro. I'm looking at
Shaniqua's, LaQuisha.
Can we be honest? I'm like, homo. I don't think a lot of Black women be attracted to these. They probably have never gotten play from Black women, so that creates that hatred that they got. We don't never sound like that. I know for a fact. Fuck.
Oh, that's off the rip.
That's a fact. So look, like I said, so whatever we said, if the shoe fit, no, I'm just playing. All right,
next clip.
I'm sorry too. I'm not gonna lie. A nigga named Myron can't tell my shorty nothing. Myron, shut your stupid ass up. Hold on, here you go.
The less inclined he's gonna be to want to grow on his level. Make no mistake about it. You mentioned Beyonce and Jay-Z. That's a good point. But don't forget that Jay-Z cheated on her and she didn't leave. What does that tell you? She didn't leave because
she's just not a cheater.
No. It's because all right, you gotta go, man. You gotta go. You gotta go. You're wild.
Damn. Wait, why she gotta go? Why she gotta go? Why she gotta go? She's just being on the podcast. Is he mad because she's talking and he wants her to stop talking?
We give her multiple chances to just be chill Let her talk. He talks.
I thought we was doing that though.
Nah, she wasn't.
But we was doing that though.
Listen, there's no arguing. She's leaving. If you want to leave, you can leave with her.
You can cut it
I
off.
thought we was doing that though. We was having a debate. It should be a friendly debate.
No, she keeps cutting me off, just like you've been earlier.
But it should be a friendly debate. I don't think anybody was cutting anybody
There's
off.
nothing for debate right now. She's getting kicked out. If you want to leave, you can leave with her too.
I mean, I have no choice but to leave with her too. So
Okay, then get out.
I'm not gonna get nothing out unless you call the fucking police if you're talking to me like that.
You're gonna get out right now.
You're gonna call the police.
No,
if
you're
you're
gonna get
talking
out.
to me like that.
You're gonna get out.
You're gonna call the
Yo, clowns. Yeah, they're clowns. Like I said, I literally I didn't know who these two were before this thing kicked off. And
unfortunately, I did.
Of course you did, you mixy little hoe.
No, I mean, I don't know why I keep finding new.
I mean, we do kind
viral
of toxic shit to talk about. Them niggas, that's dirty. That's gross.
Yeah, because I did, like I said before when we talked about Kevin Samuel, I did find him way before, but that was off of the black YouTuber TBH, the Black Hokage. Shout out to him. He's on G4 TV. The gaming channel is back. Might do a deep dive in our next episode, or that might be a Patreon deep dive. But yeah, I find these people before they got popping, and I already knew that this content of theirs was going to get popping. It's not the first time they have kicked people off their platform. This is not the only thing. These are just 3 clips out of a lot of episodes. So be very much aware. They're going to have more episodes surfacing of their toxic masculinity.
Can we talk they're making fun of a dating app focused on black people finding black people. One, over here making fun of names. I don't date and we don't do the dark. He kicked the girl off. They're having a debate and he got mad because during the debate she made a point and he felt like she was talking over him. Yo, I get it's your platform, but it's you could tell those are guys again that have not ever had no play. They was never those guys. Let's be honest. Myron don't look black. If I could be completely I'm not I look at him yo, bro, where's he from? What Indian country is he from? Or what island is he from? You feel me? I felt like these two.
He's Sindalese.
That sounds like not a nigga. So I don't. His point will never have any credit in my eyes. And that's the thing. When Joe Budden and people was stepping up and speaking out about this is dangerous because those are the type of dudes whose podcasts take off because it's wild, it's ratchet. That's what our attention spans. That's what the algorithms push for people that look like us. And it's also very reflective that you would want to weaponize a podcast like that where they're just shitting on black people and creating further dissension. And it's going to be some beta male ass niggas who's going to agree with their points of view. I don't want to date a dark-skinned woman. I want to date a black girl. Fuck out of here. Black girls are the most beautiful women on this earth. If they weren't, then why does everybody do everything in their power to look like them?
Preach.
Secondly,
Can I say this one thing though?
Go ahead.
There's nothing wrong with having preference.
Preference is
preference is cool or whatnot. It's disrespecting other race of women. That's where you
but let's be real. Is this preference? Is it preference because black women obviously have not preferred them and now they trying to shit on black women because they have a platform? Is that preference?
Yeah.
If I was attracted to Lupita and she shit on me because I have no culture because I'm American, hypothetically just saying, right? And then I'm like, oh, fuck all these African girls. I don't date the darkies anyway. That's obviously coming from a place of, oh, yeah, I've been rejected by this culture. That's something that we see a lot when you're rejected by people that you want to be accepted by. So what do? You shit on them. You try to play it like, yo, they don't fucking matter. And honestly, these two niggas are specks in the grand scheme of things. Sure, they had a nice little entertaining podcast because of their subject matter. Fresh and fit, the idea, don't they work out and they talk shit? It was like Mondo meathead shit. But like I said, anybody losing sleep over a bum ass nigga named Myron, I'm like, come on, bro.
And also Walter needs some smoke because that's the other co-host.
That nigga needs some smoke too. That's a weak ass nigga. Just because you can bench press 250, 300 pounds, don't mean you a man. Don't mean women gonna be attracted to you. Them niggas you laugh at, I bet. Let's pull up their pictures from middle school, and I bet you we could definitely pinpoint some little dick energy. Be like, oh, these little niggas. Them niggas was sitting in the front of the class, like, yeah, I did the homework, Mrs. Brown. Not saying we ain't do our homework, but I'm just saying, this is shit that activates me because I'm like, yo, bro, nobody gives a fuck what you like. That's just your platform. But even the fact that you came out your face to disparage those women that was you invited to your show. You wanted clout. Hey, you want to be on a podcast? Yeah, I got this show. Thinking you'll probably get some pussy. Now you now your dick all small because you all like, though they coming at me. They not letting me be the big man on campus. Just because you own some shit or you do some shit don't mean that people have to acquiesce to what you want them to acquiesce to. That's some weak shit.
Yeah.
That's
and I agree. And I was listening to the No Chaser podcast. Shout out to Tim Toronto, Ricky Schutz, and Nikki Blade. They had Jade Ramey on there, and she was one of the girls that was on there, and she told me that environment is built for useless arguments. They're just arguing just to express their point. They're not having a debate to understand and listen to one another. Because if you can see it, most of the episode is just them two surrounded by 7 women, or sometimes they also have some special guests like DJ Academic and someone. But most of the time, it's more women than guys, and they just continue having this debate back and forth, and nobody is trying to understand one another. So it's built like, hey, either you fuck with my opinion or you don't. And that's why I tell any women, don't go up there because you're wasting your time. I know it might be a good look for your career, or you might get more followers, but overall, ain't really doing nothing productive for you because you're going in there just to have a useless debate with people that's not going to understand your standpoint and not even trying to listen to understand. They're just going to listen to argue.
They have a lot of niggas that don't fuck with black women. They have a lot of black women on their shows. I just realized that. Look at that.
Yeah.
So
they got a lot of minorities.
Look at that. That's corny. So you going to bring them up there to disrespect them for what? What's the point? You build a useless platform, and now you're doubling down on that, and now the shit is backfiring because look, everybody realize y'all are both 2 pieces of shit who need to get right with yourselves and y'all mamas apparently before y'all come back out here and try to do some shit like you. How you gonna hate what raised you? I don't get that.
Simple as that. I don't like. Yo, please stop putting I understand. Kevin Samuels. We got a lot of flack for the whole Kevin Samuels.
Sorry, I'm chill. Rona, sorry.
Nah, but the thing about Kevin Samuels is what you will call it. Besides his viral moments, if you actually listen to some of his stuff, he actually do shit on men a lot.
And
he be shitting on his guys as well.
He let us know, nigga, you dusty, you got little dick. He done put you in your place. And it was like, that's why I was like, damn, Kevin Samuels really represented an older line of thinking. And it also combated this idea of irreprehensible confidence. What I mean, like, a lot of people was confident. I'm like, yeah, your confidence is here, but everything else is not aligning, my dear or my sir. You feel me? Like, we gotta figure out how to fix that. But at least then, it's like you could take something positive from some of the conversations, or you could take what he's saying and shape that into a productive conversation between men and women. These 2 niggas here, boy, I didn't find them funny. I didn't find them entertaining. I think that, again, it was 2 niggas that have dealt with nothing but rejection and, being social outcasts amongst black women and black people who started lifting weights, got a little big, started a little podcast, they caught on, and they started to get too big for their britches. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Fresh and fit, y'all done, boy.
Hold my head respectfully, and I hope y'all don't compare us or our toxic segment.
Cause y'all asked for that. Y'all definitely asked for that.
That's a fact. Cause I remember our first 10, 12 episodes, we were talking about that, but serious shit, they were like, okay. But as soon as we put a little toxicity, now we need more of that. That's why we don't make the whole episode toxic. We try to always have at least the first hour or so about some real shit and what's going on and our thoughts and stuff that can help the community. And then towards the end, we give our popular opinion about stuff that's going on. So
that's a fact.
Keep us in check and balance, and we're gonna continue saying that. And also, we're gonna be shitting on more guys this year. Coming later on in this episode, there's a couple of dudes that I'm gonna shit on move and walk stupid.
You want to do that now? We already at an hour, so.
The first one. Okay. Oh, let's get over. Yay and Julia Fox. Hey, yay. Yay.
Yay. Now that is some grade A milk. I'm sorry. If you ain't you ain't see you know who Julia Fox is. Uncut Gems with Adam Sandler. Should have got nominated for an Oscar. That was his side chick, the girl he sent to go to place the bet at the end. She had the lingerie on. Just watch that scene. You will understand. He said, "All right, Kim, you don't want me no more. I'm gonna get me a real booty white girl." He sure is.
Oh yeah, you want to sit here and be in New York eating pizza at a regular pizzeria?
You want to be with a regular nigga?
Watch this. Now he's over there hanging out with Madonna. Who else? Floyd Mayweather. And other people
Antonio
chilling
Brown.
with that. Antonio. Oh, yeah, and we're gonna talk about him next. But I ain't gonna lie. If you're gonna bounce back,
that's how you bounce back. She got her a ranch. So that's white people love Pete Davidson. I heard about to host the Oscars. Good for you. Black people don't care about Pete Davidson. We seen Julia Fox. She had the internet on fire, and we only know her from one movie.
And I just saw the picture with all of them in there, and the hot cakes are caking over there. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm sorry,
I don't really do the vanilla milk. I don't really do the milk thing, but hey,
Julia was good. Shit.
Now on to sports news though, because I don't want to. My boy got the run, so I'm not trying to keep him out here too long. Keep his energy. AB, I was going to go on a long soliloquy, but I feel like now at the time that we're recording this, everybody got most of their opinions out on AB. If you've been living under the rock, AB ran off in the middle of the game against Tampa Bay versus the Jets. Blah blah blah. I'm upset at all the AB rescuers. We need to hold that man accountable for his action and stop. And I understand y'all trying to show sympathy for him. And I know y'all having this grand initiative for mental health. So y'all trying to be there for him. But at some point, we have to hold this man accountable for his actions and stop making excuses for him. Because when this first happened, a lot of conspiracy came out. Like, first conspiracy was they try to stop him from getting his incentive, which was wrong because apparently he was on the same incentive deal last year and Tom Brady got him. And it was only for $1 million. The Bucks could hand that to him personally, if anything. And then, it was his injury. He told them they try to force him to play. And he puts text messages out there trying to make the Bucks look like a bad person. Then the Bucks came out with numerous evidence showcasing like, hey, he didn't really tell our trainers or anything. And then you also had a personal conversation on the sideline with Tom Brady and other teammates talking about, Gronk is your favorite boy now. You're not even looking at my way. And then not only you've been seen at the next game after you let out, you in the studio with Fabio Foreign, which was random. you over here meeting with Ye and the game and other people. You released a song and a video. But the most stupidest thing that you have done is went on a podcast and shit on the angel of the football league. That's like a player
death warrant
shitting on LeBron. Yeah, that's a death warrant for any athlete. It's like you shitting on LeBron. Tom Brady is up there, especially from what Tom Brady publicly has done for you in 2 incidents. Because a lot of people forget that he was in the Patriots and Tom asked him to come to the Patriots after his ordeal in Pittsburgh and his ordeal in the Raiders. And he got him a job in New England, but they had to cut him because of sexual allegations, which never really saw the light of day after that.
We never did hear about that again.
And, they told him not to contact the woman when it first came out. What happened that weekend? He contacted the person, so they had to kick him out. Now he's a free agent. Tom is in the Bucks, so he's like, "Yo, we need AB. Got you there. Kept you in the straight and narrow. Made you stay in his crib with his kids and his wife to make sure you have a good season, which you did well because you end up winning the Super Bowl. But then you over here complaining that if Tom Brady was really my boy, he wouldn't have me on no incentive deal, and then you go shit on Mike Evans as well, bro." If I was a GM, that's the only type of deal you're giving me. You have shown me that you're very temporary. You've been on 4 teams in the last 4 years. And each team you have come with some type of stupid antic that got you removed from the team. I'm not about to sign you to a 3 to 5 year deal and spend a whole lot of guaranteed money for you to be a fool. Because look what happened. The reason why, in my personal opinion, he started feeling himself is, if you didn't know about a Buccaneers roster prior to the Jets game, a lot of their receivers were injured. So that made AB the go-to man. So once he started feeling himself, all hell broke loose. And now you're doing all these things. And then you're talking about you're supposed to have surgery on your ankles because you're supposed to have broken ligaments or broken bones in it. But you're in the studio, you're filming stuff, and you're trying to perform. And you were performing. You had a whole performing concert. What are we doing here, Slick? That's my rant. I'm sorry. I had to go along to the Queen. Hold this man accountable. Like Shannon Sharp said, unfortunately, a team in the future is going to sign him because despite everything he does off the field like a clown, he's a great player on the field.
He's still great.
But
I don't know if he's great still. He's pretty good still.
You messed up a Hall of Fame career. That's one thing I gotta say for you. You could say whatever you want, Slick.
I mean, I don't really care at this point. He already got money. Like I said, I think it's all about something that his brain gonna go crazy when they do the CTE reports on those. But I mean, AB, man, like you said, somebody else is going to sign him because at the end of the day, he's a name, he's a talent. I don't know if he's as great as he once was or he thinks he is, but he'll still be able to come back through. But man,
yeah,
some people can't get no money. That's what I think. The Pivot was talking about it. The new podcast with Ryan Clark, Channing Crowder, and Fred Taylor, and they had Ocho Cinco on there. It's like, once he was a hard worker. He was first one in, last one out. He got that money. And boy switched up. He ain't been the same since. Sometimes people need to stay at the bottom. I know that sounds crazy to say. Sometimes some people ain't meant to get to the top because then they gonna sabotage themselves. They stop doing what got them there.
Now, and then we're just gonna move quickly through these topics. Shout out to Kyrie Irving for coming back. You feel me? I know you happy about that.
My fantasy team, number 1 seed. Shout out. Ha Johnson's outside. Just know that. I see you. I see you, league. A league has no name. Whatever we call each other now, just know, numero uno, baby.
and now the Nets are going to pay the fine.
Ain't you number two? Though?
Oh yeah. Oh no. I think
you number 3 because I beat that ass. Yeah, because I beat that ass. Good job. Ha. Anyway,
you barely won.
Don't matter. I beat that ass. That's not what the record said.
Dame is injured.
The record.
Dame.
So is AD.
Come back.
So is AD. The record said I beat that.
I had 5 people out of me. Not gonna do this.
The record said I beat that ass. I don't care.
Anywho, shout out to Kyrie Irving, and he stood to his rights, and the Nets is gonna pay the fine to let him play.
They trying to dispute it. They trying to be like, nah, we're not going to do that because I don't think that shit was supposed to come out yet. But Kyrie going to be a full-time player before March. That's all I need.
Yeah, I mean, they blew out the Bulls. They had all 3 of them just chilling last night. So
easy when you got 3 Hall of Famers out there with 4 on the bench, 4 former All-Stars on the bench, man.
And also, we'll quickly talk about this Julius Randle thing about putting the thumb down and telling the fan to shut up. But you got fined over 30,000 for that, 35,000.
Yeah, that boy.
Yo, Julius, you in New York, man. We're ruthless out here. I'm sorry to tell you, I don't know because I know you was our poster boy last year and we were showing you wild love. But yo, come to the Madison Square Garden. You playing like trash. We're gonna tell you playing like trash. If you're playing good, we're gonna cheer for you.
He fell in love with bad basketball. He literally, I think any Knicks fan could see it. If you can't see it, I don't think you really watch basketball. You just Knicks fan for the sake of being a Knicks fan. Julius Randle has fallen in love with that hero. He wants to just shoot. He's one of the strongest power forward. He's quick. He's athletic. He's deceptively athletic. He could get to the basket. He should be shooting 10 free throws a game. He should be getting at least 3 and 1s a game. He wants to shoot fadeaways. He wants to be mellow. He wants to play point guard and bring the ball up the court. And Thibodeau, it's a lot of Tibbs' fault because Tibbs is not holding him accountable, putting him in spots. Because last year, once you have an All-Star year under Tibbs is going to ride you till the wheels fall off, for lack of better words. But he's playing bad. He's putting up single-digit points. His scoring average is down 5 points. Rebounds is holding the same. Assists is about down half an assist. Turnovers is up. He's shooting 10% less from the three-point line. That's in basketball. In a game with shitty percentages, for you to drop 10%, that is massive. And he signed the contract. He took the money. He if he really felt like he was that guy, he would have bet on himself to get that $180 million contract this year. He took the 117. I can't be mad at that. Secure your bag, young man. You're still a good player, but you were deemed to be better than you are. You are a great second option. I think the last couple of games with RJ Barrett wilding out, and then they just picked up Cam Reddish. Not saying he's going to be a third or fourth option, but RJ Barrett has been the primary option on offense. Julius Randle's been able to kind of pick his spots. That's where his game is best at, where he doesn't have to take 25 shots because he doesn't want to go to the paint every time. He doesn't want to bang every time. He wants to shoot those jumpers. And the fans got tired of it because we see what we have in you. Nobody thinks you're one of the top 10 players in the league, but top 25, yeah. You could play like a top 15 sometimes if you go to the basket, especially on a team like ours where we signed all this offense. Evan Fournier stealing money. Kemba Walker got a bad knee. He ain't playing back-to-backs.
I ain't gonna lie. That 41-point game was a valid.
It was valid, but then he followed it up by not playing. And before the 41-point game, he had 13 or 0. And he had 0, 8, and 13 in the games before that. He only wilds out against the Celtics. That's the problem. We paying you $18 million a year to do that. And it's we could trade.
I mean, we do hate Boston. So
yeah, we take it, but they 2-2 against Boston. He had him and they beat Boston in the 2 games when they was healthy. Both teams was healthy. But then the 2 games where they were down players, Boston whooped that ass. So it's damn, now they're competing with them for that last spot. And this is the 1 year in the East. I was talking about this earlier at work, where it's the Knicks are 500 and they're 11th in the East. Think about that. In the last 10 years, if you was 500 in the East, you was a 4th seed. I don't care what nobody said. You was a 4 or 5 seed, maybe 6. You was guaranteed to play.
But that showed the dominance of LeBron, though. You feel me? Now he's not in the East. The East got better.
In the West, if you 21 and 21 or 500, you definitely you in the top 7, you top 8, because the West and the East kind of switch places a little bit. It's crazy. I mean, I'm pulling for Julius. I think that was a whole move because I think as an athlete, you have a voice, but you also have to recognize where you play. Yes, you want people to love you, but you telling them not to cheer you when you finally make a good move and they let you know you were playing like shit, and your shot selection is possibly one of the major points that you were playing like shit because. Hey, how you gonna be mad at that? You gonna be mad at the truth? I can't.
Hey, you're right. And then also Ben Simmons still haven't touched the official game yet.
He got a ring though.
He with Maya Jama. Yo, my boy Chunks. I feel for you, King. My boy Chunks. If you don't know him, he's a popular YouTuber from UK. And I didn't even know Ben Simmons and Maya Jama was together, but my boy got on their knees and gave her that ring.
$800,000.
Nice one.
This nigga not getting the check, but he had 800,000. Niggas, priorities. Black men, I know you from Australia. Priorities, bro. You looking like them fresh and fit dudes out here. You ain't getting the check. You out here dropping 800,000. Come on, boy. You wildin'.
Hey, Maya Jama. I put a $1 million ring on Maya Jama those, but Chunks, I feel for you, King. You feel me? Wallahi. I know, bro. I know. I just want to say that. But Ben Simmons to Westbrook, I want that. Set it up. Philly, stop playing. You and trade Tobias Harris to us too. He's a shell of himself in Philly. Let him come to the Lakers real quick. We'll trade you anybody except for Malik Monk, LeBron, and AD. After that, it's straight picking for anybody that you want.
AD can go to.
Huh?
AD can go to.
I know, but I still have faith in him.
He won his ring and stopped caring about basketball. That nigga turned into Julius Randle.
Oh shit! I'm gonna hold out faith for you, bro. LeBron is playing wonderful. You feel me? Niggas shitted on me for drafting him number 1, but he dropping 30 and most of his game. The fucking vibes.
LeBron almost had you to the number 1 seed till you ran up against the real nigga.
You beat me by 1 category.
Good fuck. What they say in the history books is gonna say what? Yeah, loser.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna take a
Anywho, let's talk about this Roddy Rich false flagging situation.
You gonna talk for a while about that. Let's play some music.
No. That's just we just gonna go through these next 3 topics real quick, and we also got shit on Tristan Thompson. Matter of fact, let's shit on Tristan Thompson first because that goes under NBA before we get to Roddy Rich. Tristan Thompson, we're not going to dive too deep in the situation. You a trash nigga, and this is why, especially for Jamaicans, you feel me? That's why you got to get you a Haitian. We see faithful.
Canada.
You Jamaican niggas be wilding out here.
Gallus, no.
What the?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Nigga had 1 plate of sauce fire. Now nigga Haitian over here. Yeah, Tristan Thompson, son, you are putting a bad name for us black men out here, bro. You keep embarrassing Chloe out here, bro. What is on your biscuit, bro?
New face,
you
new
got
taste.
A private Snapchat, and you. My thing is about it. If you're gonna cheat, brother, why you cheating with no condom on street, nothing raw and shorty, and then you want to sit here talking about that's not your kid, and then that's your kid.
Yeah, no, that was the bad part. The fact that he niggas cheating with no condom is really like that's mental behavior. That should be like what's it called? That should be a crime. That should be sexual assault.
Then you want to put a public announcement and say, I need to read what he said real quick. I'm not gonna stay too much on this topic because homie got me upset. Because I'm like, I be trying to preach for black men over here.
Chloe,
I'm part of the Faithful Black Men Association, and this nigga keep fucking up my little preaching shit when I be talking to women out here.
Maybe he didn't like her new face. He didn't like the 2020 model. No.
Oh no. Okay, let's go on. You trying to get us canceled, and our first part of the day over here.
Sorry, Rona.
He want to sit here. This way. Chloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache, the humiliation that I have caused you. You don't deserve the way I have treated you over the years. My actions certainly have not lined up with the way I view you. I have the utmost respect and love for you, regardless of what you may think. Again, I'm so incredibly sorry. If you so sorry, nigga, keep your dick in your pants, nigga. The fuck is wrong with you over here?
Nigga, he ain't write that. Chris Jenner wrote that for him. Apologize to my daughter. How dare you? Before I call her real daddy OJ to come get you.
You feel me? You do not have the utmost respect for her. Like if you did, even if you was cheating, you would make sure you would have nutted in a condom and put hot sauce on it like my nigga Drake.
Can we talk about that real quick though?
Yes.
Shorty trying to sue him. I'm like, so you tried to steal my semen and you gonna sue me? Because I mean, first it's almost ingenious for him to put hot sauce. Like, you gonna try to get it? Fuck it. I want to see you try. I know when she said, that nigga was dying. Drake right walked to the bathroom like, oh, you simple bitch. Like,
so if you don't know, Drake, you know my boy out here, the Gallus himself, Champagne Poppy.
The hot sauce semen.
You feel me? He get Chubbs to go get him some girls to line up. So he bought a nice little young thing. That's what they call him out there in Canada. A thing.
A ting.
They did the dirty. He made sure he took the condom out because he didn't want to get trapped the second time. Shorty waited until he went to sleep. She went to the bathroom to go get the condom and try to turkey base her coochie with it. But her inside started the pH balance was off. Shit, she got a hot pocket.
She did have a hot pocket. That was good. A virtual high five. That was a great fucking word.
She got a hot pocket. And then you want to sit here and complain. Yeah, he told you straight up. Yeah, I put hot sauce in that shit to destroy all the kids in there. Genocide.
What is that, genocide? Yo, but then she talked about trying to sue mans. I was like, how you gonna sue me? What did I do to you? You made a conscious decision. First off, you ain't look at the condom to see like, yo, what's happening here? Why you ain't like that? They didn't look like regular semen. Like, come on, like what? And what you gonna fix your lips to say you gonna sue? That makes absolutely no sense. You're not getting shit. I should sue you.
Facts, like, bro, like she was really wilding for that. And I'm like, yo, shout out to you, Drake, because you learned your lesson getting your baby mama pregnant. So you're not trying to have a little one out here.
My boy said, yo,
that's why I tell them.
They got signed.
What he said?
You got signed the NDA on entry and be like, oh, word, you wildin'? Say less.
Well, now niggas gonna have to just throw their condoms out the window.
Yo, I can't wait. Trojan about to drop the fire and ice Drake edition. This is gonna be a light skinned condom with spice, a little hot sauce, a little peppers on this shit.
Oh my god! Drake what's a good Frank hot sauce gonna come out with a new edition over here?
He's like, yo, these Drake condoms,
the sperm killer.
What plan B?
But
oh boy. Really put the hot
But you know who I would give my sperm to?
Cool.
Oh, Jill Scott. Oh my God. You know how happy I was when I thought alleged sex tape came out. I don't want, sex tape to come out without consent, all that good disclaimer.
Yeah, but if it's here,
Jill Scott.
If it's here,
I'm all here for it.
We seen the video. She was giving that microphone work.
Let it spray on her. Oh, child. Something about a girl taking a photo. You know what?
You are a sick individual.
A facial? Yo, let's talk about it real quick. Yo, ladies, take that facial and swallow it, baby girl. Don't run away from the cup over here.
You were doing so well. I was the wild with Epps, and he really had to go there. You better hope people listen at this point.
Don't be afraid of that. Don't run away, baby. You feel me? Take my essence.
You don't need no other body. Nah, that's a fact.
Meet my kids face to face. But the Jill Scott, I don't want her sex tape to come out without her consent. But I ain't gonna lie, Jill Scott is one of those women. Like, yeah. She got a body on her, and I saw what she did with that microphone.
You know,
she's
Real.
beautiful.
You know it's real. Like Jill's gonna turn you out, and they probably make you some fish and grits afterwards, like from scratch.
What?
She's gonna get raw oats and turn them shits into grits.
Shit, me
with her bare hands.
Now, oh man. Now before we get to the song of the week, let's do this Roddy Rich real quick. So, do I play the audio? Nah, right? Nah. Should be.
It's an hour and 20. Let's get the people out of here before they curse us out for coming back with a fucking 3-hour episode when we get as soon as the year's turn.
Yeah. Yo, if you didn't hear about the Roddy Rich situation, he got called out for allegedly false flagging, even though if you listen to the audio, you could tell that's not true at all. And it's just a reminder to all you rappers out here is be very careful on who you keep in contact with, especially if you're from the hood, because a lot of your dudes over there are going to be jealous of you and jealous of your success, and they're going to want you to be in the same position. Someone like Roddy, who's making 20 mil last year, should not be hanging around nowhere near a hood or try to keep it quote unquote gangster or G. That's stupid. If you have not seen from all the rappers' death that have been going on in the past couple of years, they have some way in shape got killed in their hometown or near their hoods or in a hood generally. So, hey, if he's false flagging, let him false flag. If you don't want to be Crip no more, let him not be Crip, because he's there for a bigger service now, and he has the potential to feed and employ so many other people that you should be happy that he's nowhere near hood. If you really a big homie or a big OG, you wouldn't even let him touch the block at all. Not even on some giving away turkey stuff, to be honest with you. Just tell him just to send the turkeys and we'll handle it type shit. If I was a big homie like that, I would tell him, just send the turkeys or whatever, send the toys and we'll give it out. You stay far away from here, because we hear too many rappers dying in their neighborhoods and their hometown for keeping it real. And like Dave Chappelle said, when keeping it real goes wrong, you don't want to be on that wrong side, especially if you're making $21 million a year.
Big facts.
Now we have reached the part of the song of the week. YouTube don't fuck with us like that. And they probably not going to fuck with the beginning part too. So you might as well already listen to,
don't listen to YouTube.
To one of the major streaming platforms such as Stitcher, you feel me, Spotify, iHeart, iTunes, to listen to all our recordings and stuff like that. So here's the song of the week. Slick, what you hitting them off with?
First one. I got to play this first part.
No, but now, we're here for the people's favorite. The first TSA of the year. You already know what it is. The toxic service announcement. Slick, drop it!
I can be toxic, but so what? You gonna love it here. Shit, fuck is you talking about? We have fun over here. It's very fun here.
Yes, it's the TSA, the Toxic Service Announcement. We're not going to give you the disclaimer, because you better be a fan of our podcast if you listen to it right now, and understand that we're not generalizing everyone. These are just purely from our experiences.
Unless you're responsible.
So we have two.
Let you know we're not generalizing anyone, because you're trying to get paid.
We have two toxic service. You know how it goes. We have two toxic service announcement, and then we have the extra one on Patreon. So go make sure you subscribe to our Patreon. It's only costs a cup of coffee. So you feel me? Go support us on that platform. Now we have two topics today. Now, recently I've been seeing on TikTok of men, just a question: when should women try to pay for a date?
The first one.
What's your thought on that? Oh damn! You didn't even let me finish.
But no. Listen to what I say. I know somebody was like, "This nigga here, even out the game too." Nah, I mean like the attempt. You're not going to pay for the first one. You're not going to probably pay for the second one. You're not going to probably pay for the third one. Hell, you might not pay for the fourth one. But the attempt on the first one, it goes a long way to show you got your own. I ain't trying to just be nobody fool, nigga. Just anybody fool, nigga. You feel me? So if you just sit there like, that was good. I'm ready to go home now. Wait a minute, bitch. You're not even going to try to take out your little Chase debit card.
You feel me? You're not going to attempt to get the pocketbook, mama. What's going on? I'm about to say,
even a little like you can't. You guys just put your hand in there and wait. Like I appreciate that. Like I got this. Unless I don't got it, and I'm like, we about to ante up. You ordered lobster and crab rolls and shit.
You feel me? Surf and turf. I didn't even know you knew about surf and turf over here.
I don't really let women pay.
And you want dessert?
Yeah, I didn't really let women pay early on, especially like the first date. Especially because we went on a date. Unless I honestly didn't want to. This is gonna be fucked. This might not go. If we ever went on a date and you ended up paying the first date, that just means I didn't want to be there. I just went because I had nothing to do. I'm sorry. I'm just being completely honest.
It's a friendship.
We friends, mama. I saw a tweet earlier. Somebody was like, girl was like, oh, we was in a relationship for 2 years and never had sex. Y'all just dragging it. And somebody was like, no, beloved, that was your friend.
Because I saw on TikTok, like one guy said like, after 3 dates, if she don't even try to pay for one of the dates, then you'll cut her off. And then there was another dude I heard like, yo, she don't pay for one day after 6 months, shorty is not it. And now, granted, we're not saying we post like obviously we're they both claiming like for at least the first 2 3 dates, the guy should be paying.
But you gotta put a little effort in, like just pull out your wallet real quick. Let me see what you got. Just flash it. Oh, that's a platinum card. Oh, she got good credit. Oh, that's a Kohl's card. She is down bad.
Yo, I feel like either the fourth or the fifth date, we have a general sense of one another. Most likely, in most cases, you probably touch the box for the most part. I feel like after you touch the box, then y'all should be separate.
Yeah, we fucked, girl. We familiar. What the fuck you mean you don't?
I've been inside you, mama, and your mouth and your vagina. Like probably raw too.
Broke.
So you better.
Let's say this broke weak ass nigga. Like I wasn't weak when I was blowing your back out. And
you feel me?
That's the shit too. Like
that's what I was gonna say 4 or 5 days, but I'm like, yo, once I'm inside you, mama, you can split a 4 for 4. Like you could pay for the meal for your boy.
I don't even want you to pay. I just want you to show common decency that you willing to pay. Like don't just sit here like I'm the prize shit don't fly with me at my big age. It might have worked when I was 21, 22. 20, 28, 29 years old. Like it's just like,
yeah, because you know what else that showed? You know that else that showed me is like that means that most of these dates are my idea.
Yeah,
because if you're taking me on a date that's showcasing what you like to do or what you like to do together, you most likely will have to pay for it if we make a reservation or if we do rock climbing, some wild shit. That means you took the initiative to plan a date for us.
Yeah, don't be planning no $800 date. You just sitting here looking at me like, so you want to pay, bitch? I didn't even want to come. What the fuck is wrong?
Warzone just came out, man. You feel me?
You said you wanted a man that don't cheat. I'm learning how to play the game so I don't cheat on you. Obviously, why am I here? Now I had to drive 3 hours to get here, 3 hours to get back, and now I gotta do strenuous activity, and I gotta pay. And you on your period. You're not even trying to suck no dick in the mountain. Oh my god, fuck you. I'm leaving you here.
Yeah, it definitely like 4 or 5 dates. Like I need you to plan a date, regardless about paying. I'm gonna need you to plan a date. I'm gonna need you to plan a date. You're not gonna sit here and go to all my sauce places
just so you can bring your
all my food locations.
Just so you can bring your nigga that's out of town with you when he come back. Fuck out of here, nigga.
You feel me?
Now y'all both gotta die.
Now you know the best seafood restaurant in the damn city. I took you for them shrimps.
I took you to the all you can eat lobster and shrimp spot in the city that niggas don't know about yet. And now you gonna just bring. I'm gonna see you posting. You ain't posting when I was there, but you gonna post it. You know how they do the hand. Or they show the plate. You can see the hand in the corner. Like this raggedy bitch.
You feel me? We show fellas 2022. We showing our faces in these pictures. We're not letting them get in there boomerang off without showing. I'm gonna be there under the plate like you better get me in this damn flick.
Like no this bitch then I'm on the way. I'm calling Raul. We're gonna be like, yo bro, who she there with? Remember that girl else? Was she there? Oh yeah, she's here. That's not you. No, Chen is not fucking me, nigga.
I'm being a dick because I think What? Go ahead.
I'm gonna be a dick too. I'm gonna charge that shit to my car and then cancel it and claim fraud. Like I wasn't there. What you mean? I was like, yo, this dinner's taken care of. Old boy picked it up. What Jamie Talk say? He paid for shorty date.
Oh nah.
And then cancel.
You ain't gonna.
And then tell my bank, yo, somebody stole my card. Now you gotta go to jail, my mom. I'm sorry. You over here. You scamming. Sorry.
Yo, dead ass, and like I know a lot of good places in the Lower East Side. So I'm like, if I catch you in one of my Thai places, we scrapping over here because you're not about to take some new nigga to my spot. That'd be the worst thing ever. Like,
and then he break your heart.
Don't show him my soul.
Look, and then he break your heart. Now you want to come back? Like, who the fuck do you think you is? You didn't pay for none of those 3 or 4 dates I took you on, but you took other niggas to my spot.
So facts. So like I'm saying, the 4th or the 5th date, mama, it should be your date idea.
I'm about to say, ain't nothing when they come back after they played your shit. Like, so you try and go eat, bitch. I don't know you anymore.
You're dead to me. It's over.
The 6'5" nigga that's playing ball overseas. Oh, you better call him and see if he want to go get something to eat.
That ass, like you bugging out, mama.
Bet you paid for that date, didn't you? Go Filco fish asshole.
So yeah, I mean, like, if I'm saying right now, if we're having sex, you should be paying for one of the dinners, mama, or one of the dates.
Offering.
And the thing about it is, it don't have to be nothing expensive. Like, yo, take me to what's the place? Chelsea Piers. Go do some activities, mini golf. Some shits don't be hitting the pockets that much.
Yeah, teach me how to
at least
ride a bike.
show me that you like me.
Yeah, that's literally what all of God want. We just want to be shown that you like us. Let us know our attempts, because most of the time, like I said, niggas with money is different. Because niggas with money, they assume they can have any girl, even if they got no play. That's how you get fresh and fit. Sorry, that was a shot, but it was necessary.
Keep throwing them shots. Fuck
but
niggas.
If a dude really like you and you on your let's make fun of women. I'm sorry, I gotta make fun of y'all. Blame it on the Rona though. You either got the girls that just got out of a relationship, so they not trying to. I'm just trying to, it's COVID. They want to have their whole phase, but they like, I'm not trying to get in a relationship. It's the girl that really like you, but she just like, I don't trust you. I have trust issues. Oh, my heart hurts. And then you got the girl that's with the shits. Like, yo, I don't care where this go, but I'm just trying to get my rocks off, and you cute, but we can hang out. I like hanging out with you. You feel me? It's like, yo, show me you like me. I'm not just a piece of meat. Because obviously I'm trying to get with you because I see something in you. I don't just take any girl to all you can eat lobster tails. The fuck? I take them checkers.
You feel me? I'll get you one of them Salburn steak instead of a Stanlon.
I'm about to say, I take you to the fucking food festival. Yeah, I took you to something aesthetically pleasing, but guess what? These plates don't cost more than $8 a pop. I know you can't eat that much. You're not going to eat more than $64 worth. We lit. Man, we got one more topic. We switching up.
Yeah, we got one more topic. So get the TikTok ready.
I got it. So this is the issues
this one. Yeah, the issues one. Let's drop it.
One of my issues with you is you seem to never have any problems. You tend to kind of just everything's go with the flow. Nothing ever bothers you. At least you don't say it. And although I feel like we balance each other, at times I have felt like you might be secretly holding all these grudges against me because you just never ever have anything negative to say. And I'm like, I know I'm perfect, but not that perfect. Okay.
I don't like conflict. So to me, it's just like, is it that serious to start something now?
But it doesn't mean we're starting something, because that's with the assumption that in you expressing your feelings, it's going to cause a fight. I feel like in you expressing your feelings is going to clarify something, and it's going to make us better, and it's going to make me a better partner to you, because I might not notice how something's impacting you because your face is like stone all the time.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
So,
damn.
Slick, as a nonchalant person like you are, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, you gonna say that as I'm wiping a tear from my eye. Relax. Sorry, COVID.
But me and him both similar. Me and you are both similar. Like him, we don't really like the drama too much.
I definitely, I got where both parties were coming from. I feel like men's is just like, yo, I don't want to argue, and I respect her for vocalizing. Like, I want you to, tell me how you're really feeling, because I don't. And sometimes, like, I can say a lot of our female bashing moments, I guess you could say, on the show, because I guess that's how it comes over some points, is from misunderstandings we've had women in the past, right? And I think that a lot of misunderstandings with women is that we say women don't apologize, and I guess probably say a lot of those women probably didn't know there was anything to apologize for, or, you know, a lot of times if it's not handled in the moment, and this is not trying to say all women, but in my personal experience, probably your experience, women a lot too, a lot of our experiences are that women will, you know, if you don't address it right then and there, okay, it's fine, we're good, we're great, we're great. And it's really not. It's just like, at that moment, I don't know how to address it with you. So, and I also don't want to fight about it, because a lot of times the things that will upset us, I know if the shoe's on the foot, we might possibly be defensive. And if you think of defensive man, it's scary. A defensive woman is one of the most horrifying sights you could possibly see for a person.
Oh,
like
they go for the jugular.
Yeah, one of the most scary things you could possibly see as a nonchalant or a non-confrontational man. So the fact that he's like, even the point when she was saying, like, you know, I want clarity, I want this, that sounds all fine and well, but he knows what you like when you angry. And he definitely knows that if he presses that button, now it's gonna open a whole lot of other doors. Because again, in the past, I've been in a situation where, like, you try to bring something to attention, but it's like, nah, I've been told you can't still be mad at that, or I've been told you can't, you know, or yeah, but you did this, so how you gonna be mad at that? How you gonna be upset at this? And it's like, what? But you ask why and how I'm feeling the way I do. And then it becomes a whole resentment argument thing, and it's like, what the fuck? Like, how did we get here? Like, that's why I should have just shut the fuck up. You know, it's dangerous, and I think it's like, everybody says that they want an open and honest partner, but I don't feel like either party has the ability naturally to be open and honest, because you open yourself to those kind of tough conversations. And for a lot of people, like, I'm not wired for that. I personally know I'm not. I haven't been wired for that since I was like 14. I stopped arguing like when I was like 13, 14 years old. I just didn't have it in me anymore. Because you can't make somebody see your point of view. Even if they want to see it, their reaction might not be conducive to the way that you need to be loved or you need to be responded to. You feel me? So it's very tiring trying to. You want somebody to learn how to love you. You want somebody to know how to love you. You want them to learn how to love you as well. My thing is, like, I feel like once you're with somebody long enough, you should be able to tell when their vibe is off and just check in. Because sometimes that goes a long way too. I might be nonchalant, but I'm like, oh, you checked in. I appreciate that. You know, I'm okay right now. I'm dealing with it. Sometimes I have to deal with things on my own before I can bring it to you. But again, in that process, you might have to wait a couple of months or years, because it's like, I still don't necessarily know what I'm feeling. And I do feel bad, because then sometimes that can lead to feelings of resentment, or, you know, you feeling like I'm resenting you or angry at you, when it's just like, you know, it's me still growing as a person. It's sometimes you can't put that on other people. What you think?
I don't want to stop. Oh, okay, perfect. You stopped. Right. I wasn't trying to cut you off, but I wanted to agree on one of your parts is not knowing how I'm feeling. And that's so true. As men, especially black men, we're not really in tune with our emotions sometimes. So sometimes we might feel a way, and you have to understand, and this might not go well, but we can't just talk to you right off the gate, because we still have to be respectful of your feeling. And then a lot of women, no, not a lot of women, some women sometimes puts up a tough front, but they're really sensitive inside. So sometimes if we just blurt out exactly how we feel, it could come off a bit insensitive, even though that was not our intention.
Condescending.
So we have to formulate it, and then we're not really built like that off the rip to formulate a proper answer. And also, a lot of things I'm realizing too, certain women dig too deep into that. It's like, I really don't have a problem with it. And they don't want to accept that. They want to force you to have a problem with this. And it's just like, maybe I just don't have a problem with it. You know what I mean? And it's like, you probably digging too deep, or you're looking for something in too deep within the situation, when the situation didn't call for that.
Like, I was surface level mad. Now you trying to go deeper into like my childhood psyche, and like, no, I just was mad. Like, I just didn't like it.
And you're projecting yourself on me. Since you have a problem, or you want to like create a problem, you're trying to project that on me and have me mirror your image or your energy, and it does not work for me. And then also, a lot of thing is, and I might get flack for this, is women have a constant need for us showing, not all women, some women have a constant need of us. Yeah, some women have a constant need of always having the individual show their love or attention or their affection, which is not a bad thing, but sometimes a constant need is it's a bad thing. It is a bad thing.
It's
like
exhausting.
I have to constantly show myself to you. Like you constantly putting me through tests. You constantly have to jump through hoops just to show like, because because sometimes I made a joke back in my young years, like I feel like some of y'all, I always used to say I feel like some certain women weren't loved as kids because of the constant need and attention that are required for y'all. Because it'd be like, yeah, because I know a couple homegirls now, like they constantly need affirmation, they constantly need reassurance, like they're going to be abandoned. Hey, you might not know, they might have abandonment issues. Who knows? But
how
you
dare
do
you
run
say
across
that
some
to them?
women like that.
How dare you say that to them? Make that joke and then have the comments inflamed. Oh, your inbox was going crazy that day, nigga.
Hey, I said some women, if the shoes fit, right?
The shoe fit. What you want me to do?
Yeah, so I run across a lot of women, and either dating or just friendship, that they need a constant reassurance, constant like. So certain girls really feel like if they don't know exactly how you feel, or you don't show them how you feel, like almost every single moment, they feel like you don't love them, or you're going to leave them, and that could be for some trauma that need to be addressed. But you have to, like you said, you just got to understand your partner and understand how he collects and have a conversation. Like if you know your partner doesn't like drama and you want to talk about certain thing that affects you, come at it from a different angle. And then if you do come at it from a different angle or from the same angle and it's going left, take a step back, breathe, and come back at it again and have a reasonable conversation. And if that don't work, then you're right. The lady in the TikTok is right. It is a problem because y'all will never be able to communicate or even grow once another. Because, like I said in the previous episode before, a lot of reason why a lot of my relationships or situationship failed is because of communication issues, where instead of addressing problems right then and there and coming to resolve and having a compromise or just be able to resolve it 100%, we allowed it to go under the rug, and then the rug it was a fucking safe in the rug at one point, and then now any little thing blows you up, and even like a small issue will be a big issue because y'all never address certain issues. So I understand that concept, but sometimes you be picking the bone, or you just be picking at thin air and create an issue from doing that as well. So it's just knowing your partner and able to build a proper communication skill or technique or whatever, a system between y'all, and understanding and knowing when your partner needs space. Because sometimes I know me, once I start getting heated, I don't want to talk. And then I know I come across a situation when women will force you to talk, and then I start spilling out stuff that I don't even want to spill out. And that just creates a whole lot of problem in itself.
Big facts.
So, just build with your partner, talk with your partner, and understand their limits, because that's a lot of thing too, is understanding your partner's limits as well. And guys too, this goes for both everybody, because there's more than one gender now. So it goes for all genders, like understanding your partner, understanding their limits, and knowing when to push the line for certain causes, and just be open to communication. I think that's a great way to end it, right? Very mature of us, right?
Yeah. We getting better.
You know what it is. It's the end of the episode. Please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you need branding deals, business opportunity, email us at thismightnotgo@gmail.com. Please subscribe to our Patreon for exclusive content, because we're going to be having an extra toxic topic. And we also having a music debate with Jermaine Dupri and who he could take on verses, but that's something else. You already know what it is. I'm the host with the most, B Breezy, aka Poppy Size Zone.
It's your boy Slick Grayson, y'all. Y'all be good.
And
Try to tell them we up next, you can't stop that. This your favorite podcast. Every show is lit, baby. You know what we finna do. Slick gon' talk that slick talk, he gon' get political. Okay. Do not switch topics, niggas is toxic. Poppy shots don't always saying something wrong, but if you don't like it, what we saying, nigga, oh well. We try to tell you, baby, this might not go well. This might not go. Hey, that's it. One take. We're not even doing it again. Keep that. That's the one.